Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I've got 4 ideas for easy, quick, and delicious lunches for you. So if you are needing some lunch ideas and inspiration, just keep watching. First, I tried a new recipe for a Southwest Pepperjack salad with creamy avocado salad dressing. I've had this recipe pinned for a while and have been wanting to make it, and so I figured this was a good time. Here are the ingredients for the creamy salad dressing, and I'll of course have the recipe linked in the description box below. I've got an avocado that I'm going to peel and chunk, a jalapeno that I am going to seed, devein, and then roughly chop, some minced garlic, cilantro, sour cream. You could also use plain Greek yogurt if you'd prefer that, salsa, milk, lime juice, some oil, a little bit of sugar, and then for spices, we're going to use salt, cumin, pepper, smoked paprika rather, and then you can add hot sauce if you'd like. Now for the dressing, you basically just add all of the ingredients to a blender or food processor, and then you're going to blend it until it's smooth, and you want to scrape the sides down, at least a time or two. Give it a taste once it's done, and then you can adjust the salt, hot sauce, the pepper, and you can add additional milk if you want to thin it out. Now, this salad dressing, it was good. But for me, I felt like for lunch, it was a lot of ingredients and I wasn't thrilled about having to pull out like a food processor or blender just for lunch. We work from home, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I'm thinking back to when I worked outside of the home. I don't know how feasible that would be for me to do, especially considering I'd have to make it beforehand, and more than likely the avocado would start to get a little bit brown. So like I said, I still recommend you give this recipe a try and the dressing, but like I said, if you're looking for something a little bit simpler, to be honest, it just tasted like an avocado ranch. So you can buy like the bottled Taco Bell avocado ranch at the grocery stores. You could also just use regular ranch and either add avocado to the ranch itself or just chop up some avocado, right before you eat your salad. Here are the ingredients you'll need for the salad itself. We're going to use some chopped romaine lettuce. I'm just using some bag salad to keep it easy. Some corn kernels. You could use fresh corn, frozen. I'm using canned. I'm going to drain that really well. Some chopped red bell pepper, grape or cherry tomatoes. Now the recipe says to cut it in half, and that's what I do for the salad. However, if you are packing this salad and taking it to work or school, I would suggest leaving the tomatoes whole. You can add some chopped red onions if you prefer. I'm picky about what I like raw onions in, but salad, not so much, so I skipped it, but you can add it, of course. We're going to use some black beans that we're going to rinse and drain, some pepitas or pumpkin seeds. If you can't find those or you don't have them, you could use sunflower seeds, but I really liked the pepitas in this. They were delicious. And then we're going to use some grated Pepperjack cheese, of course, because that's, part of the salad name. And then tortilla strips. You could use homemade tortilla strips. That would be yummy. I like the Santa Fe style. And then you know how to make a salad. We're basically going to add down a layer of lettuce, and then for the toppings, add as much or as little as you like. Now, if you're making this for lunch for your family or for a get-together or something, you could just toss everything into one big bowl and toss it with the dressing. But if you are using this to take to work or school, you can meal prep this. Like I said, I would leave the tomatoes whole though, and I would add the pepitas and the tortilla strips to a separate little baggie, and then add that to the salad right before you're ready to eat it. Now, this was really good. I enjoyed this. I loved all the different veggies, and then the pepitas with the tortilla strips and the black beans and corn and the dressing. It was yummy. And like I said, if you are taking this to work or school or doing this for meal prep and you don't want to fool around with that dressing, just a ranch or an avocado ranch or a salsa ranch, I feel like that would also be really good with the same salad base. Another idea for a quick and easy lunch is avocado toast. I know a lot of people eat this for breakfast, but we actually eat it for lunch. Now, to make this, it's really simple, and you can make this your own. You can add whatever you like. Today, I was making this for my husband, so here's what I did. For the bread, use whatever bread you've got on hand or what you prefer. And then I like to put an egg on our avocado toast, so I'm just going to fry up this egg, and I'm going to sprinkle a little everything but the bagel seasoning on it. My husband really likes that seasoning. Now, for the avocado itself, you can of course absolutely use fresh avocados. I have a hard time with avocados though. I feel like they're not ripe for like 1.2 seconds and then overripe. I have the worst luck with them. So a lot of times I will just buy avocado or even guacamole from the grocery store. That way I ensure that they are fully ripe for our avocado toast. Now, you can make avocado toast and pack it like to take for work or school. If you're going to do that, I would highly suggest getting like the little cups. You can find guacamole, but you can also find it where it's just pure avocado. And sometimes maybe like a little avocado and salt and pepper, but you don't have like the onions and tomatoes and everything that you would with guacamole. Here is the finished avocado toast. So all I did was place my bread into the toaster, and I know some workplaces have toasters. If yours doesn't, you can toast your bread, at home before you go to work or school, or honestly, you can just leave the bread untoasted. It's delicious either way. After I toasted the bread, I added a layer of the avocado. Now, if you're taking this to work or school, I would suggest you waiting until you're ready to eat before you add the avocado. Otherwise, it's going to get soggy and it'll probably turn brown on you. So once I added the avocado, I fried up an egg in a skillet. And I forgot to mention this, but this egg was a duck egg. My husband has a buddy that has a farm, and my husband had mentioned to him that he'd never had a duck egg before. So his buddy brought him one to try, and he loved it. So just fried the egg up in a skillet, added a little salt and pepper. You can cook your egg ahead of time and take it, or just leave the egg off. And then, like I said, I added some of that everything but the bagel seasoning, and my husband really loved this. Now, my favorite way to do avocado toast is to toast the bread, add some avocado, add a couple slices of cooked bacon, a couple slices of tomato with some salt and pepper, and then either a poached or fried egg on top with the yolk runny. It is so delicious. If you've never tried that and you like a runny yolk, I would highly suggest you give it a try. If you don't like a runny yolk, it's delicious as well. Just cook it however you like. All right, so this was my husband's lunch today, and like I said, he really enjoyed this. For lunch the next day, I made Brie, Pear, and Prosciutto sandwiches. I'm first going to start out by making a quick pasta salad. I had this Hidden Valley Ranch pasta salad kit that I needed to use up. So I'm going to cook that according to the package instructions, and then I'm going to add in a few little extra goodies. I have some of these bacon crumbles. I've got some tomato, frozen peas that I'm going to thaw. And then for the cheese, I have these little pieces of Colby Jack cheese. I think they're called Snackers or something. I'm just going to chop those up. So here is the finished pasta salad. Like I said, I cooked the pasta according to the box, drained it, rinsed it, added it to a bowl, added the milk, mayonnaise, and the seasoning packet from the box, and then added in all my goodies. And I'm going to pop that into the refrigerator until I'm ready for it for lunch. Now, this pasta salad is great to make as a side for lunch, or honestly, I've made this pasta salad and one's very similar to it. I'll meal prep it and then we'll have it for lunch for several days and just have that and maybe some fruit or a side salad. Here are the ingredients I'm using for the sandwiches. I have some ciabatta rolls, prosciutto, arugula, some fig preserves, a ripe pear, and some Brie cheese. Now, this might sound like a unique combination, and it definitely was for us anyway. It's unlike any sandwich we've ever had. But I mentioned, it's been a while ago, and I think it was in a What's for Dinner video, that my husband and I had tried a goat cheese, fig, prosciutto combination, and we really enjoyed it. And I shared a crostini where you toast the bread, you add a layer of goat cheese, some fig preserves, prosciutto, arugula, and then balsamic glaze. And when I saw this recipe and saw that it had pretty similar ingredients, I thought we would give it a try, and we really enjoyed this. Again, it was different, but it was delicious. All right, let me show you how to put this together real quick. So I'm going to take one of the ciabatta rolls and split it in half. To one of the halves, I'm going to add some of the fig preserves and just spread it out. And as Jeff Morrow says, crust to crust is a must, so try to get it to the edges if you can. Next, I'm going to take some of the Brie cheese. Now, I just sliced it into somewhat thin slices and remove some of the rind. You can leave all of it on. You can take all of it off. I like to leave some on, leave some off, if that makes sense. Next, I'm going to add a couple slices of the thinly sliced pear. You could also use apple in this. That would be really delicious. Brie and apple is a great combination. Next, we're going to add a couple slices of prosciutto and then the arugula. And keeping in mind that crostini that I mentioned that we add the balsamic glaze on, the recipe that I was using inspiration for, I don't believe it called for balsamic glaze, but I went ahead and added it, and then that's it. That was the sandwich. So to serve it up, I just have the sandwich and some of the pasta salad. The pasta salad was yummy, and this sandwich was delicious, and this could easily be packed and, taken to work in your lunchbox, or if you work from home or you're stay-at-home, mom or dad or housewife or dog mom, dog dad, whatever, this would be good to make for lunch as well. It was really quick and easy and super light and refreshing. So last but not least, we made turkey cheddar BLTs, and last minute I decided to add some avocado, so I guess it was a turkey cheddar blat, as my husband said. All right, here's what I'm going to use to make it. So use whatever bread you like. I have this Pepperidge Farmhouse Hearty White on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to add some mayonnaise. I have this turkey breast. Now this is the carving board. This was our first time having this package rather, and this was actually really good. It legit tastes like turkey that you would cook for Thanksgiving and put on a sandwich. It was delicious. I've got some sliced cheddar cheese, avocado that I'm going to slice up thinly, some tomato, and lettuce. All right, let me show you how to assemble this real quick. Actually, I fib real quick, one more ingredient. How in the world could I have forgotten the bacon? That's like the best part of a sandwich. I've got some bacon. I'm just going to cook that up. Okay, so for these sandwiches, I toasted the bread. This is my husband's sandwich. For my sandwich, I prefer not to toast the bread. I'm going to add some mayonnaise, and my husband likes, some generous mayonnaise. I barely put any mayonnaise at all on mine. But again, just do whatever you like. Next, I'm going to add some of the sliced cheddar cheese as well as some of the turkey. I'm going to add the lettuce and then some of the slices of tomato and avocado. And for the tomato and avocado, I do like to add just a little bit of salt and pepper to season those up. Now, if I was taking this to school or work, I would probably leave the avocado off entirely or pack it separately and add it to the sandwich, right before I'm getting ready to eat it. So I'm going to add the bacon and then close the sandwich up, and that's it. The sandwich is ready. All right, so here's my husband's plate for this day. I just kept it really simple. This is a pretty hefty sandwich. So to go on the side, I just gave him some of the Pringles. I think they're new. They're the wavy Chipotle Ranch. They've got a kick to them. I'm not even going to lie. They are a little spicy. But that was his lunch, and this sandwich was delicious. I tried it, and it was so yummy. It's basically a club sandwich, just, the couple little changes. All right, that is it for today's video. I hope this gave you some lunch inspiration. If it did, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.